Bro. Third time's the charm. Hello, my name is Thomas, but you can call me Iggy. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you're old here. If you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, we're going through old art. Now, listen, this is going to be a three-parter because I have 3 sketchbooks, and really, truthfully, honestly, I didn't want to put them all in one video because, you know, I want to post more content, okay? That's the only reason why I ever really do part 1s, part 2s, part 3s, okay? So, this sketchbook right here, I'm gonna go ahead and say it is old, alright? I haven't gone through it in a tick, and I mean, I kind of skimmed it before I went into this video, but I'm not gonna say that I like flipped through every individual page because, so like, I really don't know what's in here. But this sketchbook is the sketchbook that started like me wanting to do like chunky sketchbooks, okay? But like, look, okay, this is crusty. It's old and crusty. Where I used to live, low-key, I was in an attic and didn't really have much space, so like water damage, dust, crud, stuff like that. It's fine, but I mean, at least it's not molded. I mean, there is like, I don't know if you guys see that orange. That's my fault. I accidentally got soap on it and it like kind of dried up, like the soap dried, and then now it's there. But this is the cover, and I'm surprised that these stickers have lasted like as long as they did. Like, I know a lot of them are faded and like really dingy, but it is what it is. And look at the back. The back was not like this before. It was all blue at one point in time, but it's just been through hell. So, hold on, I gotta make sure that it's in the camera so that you can see it. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, open it up. Here's the first thing. So I started this sketchbook 3/7/2022, and then I finished it 6/11/2022. Back then, I could get through a sketchbook like that. Nowadays, it takes me a year to finish them, which is crazy, but I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But I want to talk about these stickers. I got this from like a church I used to go to. I don't really go to church anymore, but this I got from a vending machine. Well, not a vending machine. It was like one of those, like you put a coin in it and then you twist it and like a little capsule comes out. That's what that's from. And then this obviously you got from like a letter, and then stuff. Like there's something from Walmart apparently, and then there's, what is that? Baked pie? I don't know. There's nothing on the first page, something on the second page apparently. And then we finally get into it. The dang like spring on this is ginormous, but I love this sketchbook for some reason. It wasn't really a sketchbook, like as you can see with the lines, it's obviously a notebook, but like I still loved it. I could tell already that there's going to be some stuff that I'm going to have to censor on here because I see a penis. But oh well. So to kind of like, I don't know, I guess tell you what I was into whenever I was a kid, like I was really into gorillas, and I did ship 2 Dog for a while. I don't really anymore. And then you got Loki and Mobius. I definitely ship them. I ship Venom and Eddie, still do. Still ship these guys. You got Spider-Man, like a little doodle of me and how I used to draw myself. A little silly. I guess this is the character, or maybe just a sticker. Yeah, this is a sticker that I made. And just put it in there. Lots of stuff. But like, after I did this sketchbook, I was so proud of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do more sketchbooks like this. And just from then on, it's been like this, except for like, strangely, the one after this I guess was kind of a little bit like it, but also kind of not. I don't know, it's just, it is what it is. I don't really know where to start. I guess we'll start over here. I remember doodling this, and then like my dad got mad at me for drawing the snake. He's like, that's the devil's creature. Like, okay, calm down, bud, it's just a snake. And then there's Megan, I guess, blushing for some reason. I don't know why. Am I blushing at that? Listen, I don't know the rhyme or reason behind a lot of this stuff. It's like, whatever. I don't think I did this. I think this is one of my brother's characters, but I'm not sure. More stuff and things. This thing was in one of my dreams. I think I was into Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. And then like he showed up in one of my dreams. I was like, huh, pretty cool. I guess I'll draw them. But there's also these things will pop up a lot. These are like these BTS cupcake things. I remember back then my siblings were like really into BTS, but I didn't really get the hype then. But I took these because they looked cute and put them in here. I like this page. I don't remember what this was. I don't think this is my character. I think this is like a fan art for maybe my siblings. Oh, see, I don't know, but I don't think that's mine. Frog with a very glittery belly. I did that with marker. Does glitter come off? No. That's cool. But, there's a bit odd and end stuff. A bunch of math, because, like, back then, I mean, I still do. Like, I still take notes in my sketchbook. More glitter. I was obsessed with glitter. Wish I could get back into that, but, I don't know. Not a lot going on, really. I don't think I'm gonna open this because, like, yeah, that's got my name in it. Anyways, this, I did not draw this. I was just sitting, minding my business, and my brother drew it and then gave it to me. I could not stop laughing whenever he handed it over to me, though. And weird fur, whatever that is. Volt. I think that was my symbiote OC. But, like, I have not drawn my symbiote. Like, see, there he is right there. And also, I don't know if you guys could tell. Do you see the necks on these guys? Hello? I don't. Oh, your head's gonna fall off. That's horrible. But, like, it's okay. It was an old. It's old work. It is. It's okay. And, like, I'm not ashamed of any of this stuff either because I, like, quite enjoy looking back at my old art and seeing, like, how I improved and stuff. These stickers are really cute. What the heck? White little puffy stickers. I want those. I'll have to look. Some old characters that I've never drawn. I drew them once. Apparently they're together. Because I'm still, my goodness, I'm still such a sucker for like the angel and demon like being together trope thing. It's hand it over. I'll take it. But I don't know. I've only ever drew these two once. So like it's Oakley and then Ether. Very cool names. You know what? I might redraw these guys. That would be fun to redesign them. Maybe in a future video. Probably not. No promises. It's so hard to talk about this stuff because, like, just it's been so long. Like, I don't know. Oh, I know this. I got like a little gremlin plush during the holidays. It wasn't really a plush. It was kind of a plush, but like it was weird. It was like an animatronic thing. Like you can switch it on and it would like do the little singing thing and then sway back and forth. And then I just put the tag in there. There's Sleeper. Bro, like I still very much enjoy Marvel. It's just I don't really make fan art for it as much as I used to. So there's gonna probably be a lot of Marvel fan art in this and like clippings and stuff because I was also always getting merchandise. See, like that. I really loved Deadpool and I really loved Spider-Man. Still do, but like, you know. And then here's an OC that I like never draw. Their name is Zephyr, I think. I don't remember if they came to me in a dream or all of these stickers that I'm looking at all of these stickers. I'm like, goodness, these are so funky. I need to figure out where I got them. Like, I know that they were all from the dollar store, but I'll probably never find them again because of that. Because like, you know how the dollar store like always has new stuff like every month, so I'm never gonna find it. But that's okay, I guess. More stuff, more random stuff mostly. That's fabric. I haven't put fabric in my sketchbooks in a hot minute. Really, like for this, less drawings and more like just sticking stuff in here. I don't know. I don't think I did this. There's no way that this is mine. I think this might have been my brother's as well, but I don't know. And then a character. This OC actually was an OC for my OC. Is that weird? Does anybody else do that? Or is it just me? EE is Gimmy's character. I'll have to like put up a picture, but I don't know if it's in this sketchbook or a different one, or maybe I completely lost it, but Gimme and his girlfriend Penny like had these characters and they shipped those characters together and they would be cutesy and whatnot. And then his was EE. I can't remember who Penny's was, but I remember that one was his. Oh, Dave Strider wearing Carcat's shirt. Why did I put a cancer over top of his thing? I don't know. And Sushi. This was printed out, I can tell, but this is old lore. I'll have to talk about this in a second, but that's old lore and it don't count. Here's another character that I don't draw and don't talk about. Let's see, are you guys even in? Is the sketchbook even in the camera right now, bro? I keep on gonna curl it up on my desk. Sorry, the lighting is also atrocious. Let me just scoot you over. Yeah. The lighting is horrendous. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Another character that I don't draw at all. His name was Peko, I think, or Pyko. One of the two. I think it might have been Peko though. And I did ship him with this snake guy, like strawberry snake guy, but I don't like this character. I hated the design whenever I made it, and I don't really like it now. I feel like if I revamped it, it would be better, but yeah. A bunch of that for some reason. And then this, whatever the hell that is. And then to this is supposed to be Zephyr, but he like has a human form and then he has a monster form, which is like that owl creature thing. And then the lore, I think they were like collecting keys from different parts of the universe. And then like, I don't even remember this character's name, and is that me? That looks a lot like me. I don't know. Did I self-insert? Did I put a self-insert into my own story? I guess. Whatever. And then there's Penny, because like, I don't know what the hell the lore was. But like, I know that they were traveling through time and space to collect these keys. Maybe there'll be like more information in further pages, who knows. More collage stuff, less drawings. But you got a silly little alien on a sticky note. I guess I was bored and sitting somewhere and was like, anything to draw on, because I probably didn't have my sketchbook with me, but I don't know. And then here I was comparing Venom and Snatcher from A Hat in Time, which like my sibling was really into A Hat in Time during this time, and heck, she was even talking to me about it today, but like trying to defeat it. I can't remember what like these challenges, whatever it was. I have no idea how games work, y'all, but here I am like losing my breath. But I was comparing them. I felt like they had a lot of similarities. I don't know if he thinks they do, but I don't know. Yeah, like I said, more lore. See, these were supposed to be the same people. I'm reading this. See, there's a lot I can and I can't do. I will mess up your day, test me. Whatever that means. I guess he's like an overseer, probably, maybe. Hell if I know. But I guess the keys have something to do with just controlling reality, period. I mean, that's a cool concept. I might revisit it, but who knows. But there he is. There's his little demon creature form. He's so cute. I need to like start drawing him again, honestly. There's me. Did I draw that? I remember sitting down and doodling this and being like, haha, just for fun, just for shits and giggles. Furry is, what's this thing's name? The lemon from, oh, that's actually pretty cool. I'm finding new things on this. What's in here? Can I see what this is? No? Okay. It's binded to the non-changes of time, or whatever the fuck. I'm just looking on this and I'm finding so many new things and I'm remembering a bunch of different stuff. Holy moly. That I won't get into. But, this is cool. Is this supposed to be Asgard? Maybe. I don't know. Or just some random place. See, here, this is where I first drew him. But I guess I went back and, like, added all of that stuff. Because whenever it comes to me, even still, I will hop back and forth, like, from different, pages and whatnot. And, like, fill things up, go back, put things here, there. And it just doesn't match up. But this is the first time that I drew him. And I guess this is a height comparison chart. There's a first time he's ever shown up in this sketchbook, I guess, because it isn't one of my sketchbooks without him, actually. So this, oh my gosh, that's Spandalarius. This is Oscar and Boxmaster's child. I would have to put a picture of Oscar up, because I don't think I've ever really talked about him, but he's my sibling's OC. And then you got, who is that? Owen Buckets. He was more like a vent character, I guess. I didn't really draw him much, like, well, I did draw him much, but I was trying to kind of make him like a Sherlock Holmes character that like solved crimes and whatnot. I was like, I don't know if I'm really into this kind of stuff, but like, we'll try it. And then I did absolutely nothing with it. And I haven't drew him in years. Drawn? Whatever. I haven't drawn him in years. It is what it is. But I still draw Spandalarius sometimes, because he's fun. And then you got this character that I also haven't drawn in a billion years. Just a bunch of stuff and things. I'm trying to figure, oh, this was me trying to figure out what I should name him. And I wanted it to start with a Z, but this is Boxmaster's sister. I don't know, but I haven't drawn her in a minute, and I need to redesign her, and definitely redesign her like the adult sign. Who knows? Anyways. Oh, I remember this. I remember this as well. What am I gonna talk about first? Because I don't know. Back whenever I was a youngin', my dad and I used to take and pass around my sketchbook and like throughout the whole household and have everybody draw something in there, and then we would end up like having a weird sort of thing going on. I have no idea. So you got this chaos, and I kind of really miss doing it. Like, look at this. I'm pretty sure that my sibling drew this, and this, and like my dad did the mushroom and like the Pac-Man because like he thought that this was a ghost from Pac-Man. And then there's that character again, and I forget their name. And apparently they're a mermaid and they're being fished up. Is that me or is that him? Because I have very similar hair to that, and I don't know who's who. And then you got some smiley faces and a cherry and a little worm in the cherry, I guess. What's the 100? Oh yeah, Pac-Man. But there is a Penny, and then there's Zephyr. I guess they had like a father-daughter kind of relationship. Maybe I can like still make that canon, but I don't know. And also, whenever it comes to Zephyr, I used to ship Iggy and Zephyr, but that didn't happen, obviously. And this lore is still accurate. Nicholas, which is Iggy's son, does become like a ruler eventually because his mama was adopted by like the queen of Tavoka. And like she doesn't feel like Amy is mature enough to like actually rule, so she chooses Nicholas instead because like he looks like a Bly, which is like their species. Well, the shortened version of their species names. I'll put it up.
Corrupt Shablin.
1, the looks. 2, he is more mature than his mother. But whenever this did happen, though, he was a little bit, like, I guess, too young. Like, he was an adult, but he was viewed by, like, the people that were over, like, her advisors. Viewed by her advisors as being too young for the throne. But he still did it. He's still good, even though he's sad and he misses his family and is tired of doing royalty. He's okay. He'll be okay. Got this. I know that I didn't do this. My sister did this. And, like, I was so proud of her for doing that because, like, I low-key thought she didn't like any of the stuff that I did. And she tried drawing Venom, which is still bad. Like, I loved both of these. And I loved whenever she, like, handed them to me. I was like, I drew this. I was like, God, thank you so much. And I put them in here. And then a character that I've never drawn again. Lucy? Yeah. I think that my sister also did this. It was a different sister, though. It wasn't the same one. And then there's me being a simp. And then me designing like a furry mask, I guess. A bunny mask? I have no idea. Oh my gosh. Dude, I need to start doing this again. I swear every single one of these like silly stickers has had like a little speech bubble with them. It's so... Why? Okay. Have no idea what's going on here. What is this nonsense? All I remember... What? I'm confused. Anyways, all I remember is this like rat rod thing. The reason why I did it is because my dad wanted me to draw him something and like he was gonna pay me for it, but like I don't remember if I did it or not. Like me living with my dad was such a blur, so I was kind of like trying to practice the art style, and I still really enjoy like this. I don't remember the guy's name that like did this stuff originally, but my dad used to draw like this all the time. You got this, whoever that is, and whoever that is, and then you got Iggy like loving Zephyr's wings. He looks like Sam Loki from I almost said the Amazing Digital Circus. Are you kidding me? From Supernatural. That's what he looks like. And you got them again, but he has a nosebleed. Oh no, wait, this is him. My gosh, I was so diverse whenever it came to hair for a lot of my characters, huh? And Purple Spider-Man. Some stuff that I'm gonna have to cover. But this was supposed to be a comic book cover that I never did. Keykeeper? Out of here. Oh my gosh, this was like, oh my gosh, I remember this. I remember this stuff. Holy cow. I'm trying to think though. Comic kicks? I'm remembering so many things. I wanted to start up my own comic book thing. That's so weird. I'm getting flashbacks, but I never went through that. He's an alien. Who are you? maybe I'll remember who they are. Like, I remember them having a... So I remember who they were, don't mind me, I just got out of bed to start working on this video. And so, basically, that character, I don't remember their name, I remember, like, who they were when they did in the story. So Ben, being an alien, he, like, obviously came from outer space, but he was a baby whenever he, like, fell on Earth and stuff. And he, like, grew up with boys. Oh, my boys, it's like adoption sister, I don't remember. But it was, like, an all-boy thing. And whenever, like, people were over it, whenever the boys turned 18, they just kept them out, no help, no nothing, just good luck, you know. So him and this other kid, and which was the kid that I had no idea what the name is, been like not a boy. I remember them being not binary, but like, you know, I don't know. And so I don't know where was I. They both got kicked out at the same time because they were the exact same age almost, like almost even down to like the day that the adoption place picked for them or whatever, because like, really they don't know what their ages are because it's like adoption place, but like, you know, so they kicked them both out at the same time. They were really close, even in the like home place whatever. And they got kicked out at the same time, and they ended up like they were doing good, alright, kind of. Ben got a job, and then his friend got a job, and then went to their house. His friend kicked like not kicked, he quit his job, and then he ended up like, you know, having a bit of a bum. And then Ben was like, listen, buddy, we're gonna have to figure this out, or I'm gonna kick you out. And his friend was like, I don't do anything, like at all. And then they ended up getting into a fight, and Ben ended up kicking him out, and like his friend was betrayed by that. And I remember it was very dramatic, and like he was dramatic, but yeah, he got on. I wasn't a freaking character pronounce wrong. They ended up going on the villain arc afterwards, but they were less of a villain, like an 80-year-old kind of thing. Like sure they hated Ben, but like understand, and like I don't know, it was very complicated, it was weird, I didn't know. Probably didn't him, but yeah, that's who they were. Funky name. But they're still traveling through space and time to get these keys. That's just the gist of it. Gamzee! Oh my gosh, I miss drawing Homestuck stuff. I miss doing Homestuck things. It's so silly. That's actually really cool. I don't know. His head's ginormous, but like, still. I love the hair. And then just a bunch of random stuff stuck in there. I remember I did this at a doctor's office. Yep, you can you tell that it was 2020? Look by like this sketchbook and look at that page. More Venom and Eddie. He doesn't have an eyebrow. I guess it was smudged off. Oh, here's some more. Okay, so the characters Gimme, Penny, and then there's a couple other characters that like are in that little series. It's called Dada, and it was heavily inspired off of like Jamie Hewlett, Gorillas, Tank Girl, stuff like that. Just mushed up into a ball. And her name was Traley Mae Track. And then this guy, I don't remember his name, but they were together, and she sucks. She tried to unalive Penny because she was jealous that she ended up getting into Dada, which is the band. Gimmy's like the lead singer, and like they ended up falling in love and stuff. And like he let her into the band, and she hated that, so she tried to assassinate her. I remember how it all went down, but I'm not gonna get into that because like YouTube probably wouldn't like that. And I guess this right here confirms that he was an overseer because Boxmaster is also an overseer, so they're like hanging out. Maybe that's still canon, who knows? Because I do know I want all of my things, all of my stories to be connected somehow, and like if there's ever anything that seems like it's a connection, it is. And I did that on purpose, but because I like to think about these things. I gotta make sure that they're all connected, alright? So I guess like Dada being connected to Offer in that sense, like Penny and Zafir having that having that fatherly daughter bond. But I guess that's how that would be connected. What the heck is this? How to draw stuff. That's another thing about me being a young artist. You always get these. Whenever you're a young artist, you get this, you get those books. I still have the books, by the way. I don't know who I'm gonna give them to because, like, honestly, my siblings. Oh, the dog's getting excited. I can hear it. I don't know if you can. He gets loud whenever he's excited. He starts barking and yipping and jumping everywhere. He's like a pit bull Dalmatian mix, I think. I have no idea. He's a mutt. My sister got him from the pound. He is an absolute sweetheart. I'll show a picture, okay? But like sometimes he gets too excited and he will jump literally over top of you. But anyways, back to the sketchbook. Absolutely nothing except for this. I do remember this pen. I absolutely love this pen. It came with this set, and like it was, as you can see, like it didn't really like water, so I just played into that a little bit. And then here it is again. There's Penny, there's Deadpool, there's some random people, and then a popsicle wrapper. Not a popsicle, a sucker wrapper. Sucker wrapper? Yeah. Loki, I guess, and then another random person. These were so cool. I'm gonna have to like take a picture of this, and they probably don't make it anymore because it was like an 80-year Marvel thing, but like there were stickers, and I wish that I had all of the ones that I collected because I bought these out the ass when I was a kid, okay? And they were like they were stickers of like the comic book covers, comic book scenes, just stuff like that, and I freaking adored them. But I don't know if they make them anymore. I'm gonna have to look. And then you got, again with the Hat in Time thing, you got me and my brother as like little souls and stuff. Oh, silly Cannibal. Is that your name? What are you? Okay. some spiders. I really like spiders. See, these, the golden silk weaver, and then whatever that says, because I can't read. These two were my favorite spiders, and then the peacock spider, I'm not gonna go back and find it. The peacock spider was also another one of my favorites. And I tried putting them all together to like make a spider sona, but I never did. And, I mean, I did eventually, like into the future, but that's like a different sketchbook. That's in a different sketchbook of mine, like from a long time ago. If you want to go snooping for that. And then there's this guy. His name is Tipsy, I'm pretty sure, and he shows up like later into this, but he's another character that I don't draw, and I'm pretty sure he had something to do with Saphir as well. Maybe they were friends, maybe they were lovers, who knows, but I think he was kind of a bit of an overseer. But you know, should I like explain to you what an overseer is? I don't know. If you're interested in whatever that means, tell me down below and I'll explain to you in the comments. I need that engagement, y'all. Anyway, here's me experimenting with markers. I really like how that looks, even though the head is not even connected to the neck properly, and it never is, like even for this and everything else. And then my first sona, I guessed that was my first sona because I drew it a lot and pretended that it was me. So yeah, it's like a lion sheep thing. That's what I said that it was. And then onto this. That's the thing that I really liked about these this book. It had like dividers, and for some reason, like I was like, oh, my goal is to get to this many pages so that I can finally get to the blue thing, and like it's got one more blue thing. So yeah, that's why I liked it. It was like lined and then grid and then no lines, no grids, no nothing. It's just completely white paper. I got out of breath. I don't know what that noise was, but okay. Me experimenting with my art style. It was like kind of copycatting off of this art style, or was attempting to, from like a Venom comic that I got. It was like one of the first ones for Lethal Protector, and I really liked the art style, but like I can't draw. Well, I couldn't draw then, or at least I felt like I couldn't. I was just trying to copycat it. And then you got this thing. This was one of my stuffed animals that my nana gave me, but where I moved I lost him, and I like turned him into this big old creature. I'm pretty sure they were pretty popular, especially amongst like scene people, scene kids, scene adults, scene period, because they were like these little bone animal thingies, and I see them sometimes like at Five Below, like little collectible figures and whatnot. But like I had a stuffed animal. I'll show it. It's this, but I turned him into a monster, and I should draw him again because it looks cool. More random stuff. And then that character again. Who the heck are you? Sub to Toaster Rat. Who's Toaster Rat? I know who Toaster Rat is. Wait, I think I do. I'll put it up. This was a reminder for me because I really like their art. I'll put it up and like tell you to subscribe to them if who I'm thinking about is, you know, who I'm thinking about. But random stuff, just a random little stuff, more stuff that I have absolutely no idea what is what. Just a bunch of random characters. And you got this that I didn't even color. Okay, I colored one page, but that's it. Whatever. This, who are you? Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in here that I just don't know what it is. And I'm sure this content and this like commentary is absolutely riveting. Oh, gay. Chris Spider-Man, happy Pride Month. Sorry, I shouldn't have said it like that. Happy Pride Month, actually. I should have said that in the last video. Hello. Hope all of you guys are doing well and are being safe, because goodness gracious, it's like, I'm not even gonna get into it. It is, well, I will. It's like such a strange time to even be alive right now. It's a horrible, just, y'all stay safe, please. And there's the keys again. And then there's a chicken. What is the sketchbook? What is the sketchbook tour? I don't know what's going on, and like, I'm getting flashbacks, and I'm like remembering things, and then I'm like, what the hell is this? I guess that's just how it is whenever you don't have a very good memory or whatever. Loki, I guess, and the goat, cats, and then my brother gave me this. See, there he is. And I think I'll put like these little pieces of paper and stuff that keep on popping up like everywhere. I put like tags in this before, like a long time ago. Sorry, of characters that I wanted to redesign, but you know, and there's just more collage stuff. Oh, I know what this is. Dude, Faygo out the ass, by the way. I love Faygo. I miss Faygo. They don't have it where I live now. They have it at like itty bitty little gas stations, but who goes to little gas stations just on a whim? This was like a trans Spider-Man thing that I made. Like Deadpool being his #1 supporter. because yeah, I did ship Spidey Pool, but that's a whole other can of worms. Some people like don't like Spidey Pool because like they think it's weird because they think that people that do ship Spidey Pool are talking about like Tom Holland. I think I've talked about this before. Thinking about Tom Holland and then like Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool being together. That's fucking weird, dude. But no, okay? Pick up a comic book. Relax. You're gonna be okay. But like, yeah, I guess if you want to read that, or even if you can read it, I have no idea. But it goes like from this to this to this to this. Yeah. My art style was something. I mean, I like it, but oh, I know who these are. They don't really have a name, but I do know that they're a cyborg. But this is Rex. They were probably one of my first ever OCs. Okay, before they were Rex, they were Reptilia, which is like dinosaur. They're dinosaurs themed. There was this show that I really loved when I was little. It was like, I'll put a picture up because I don't know what the name of it was, but it was like these kids would turn into dinosaurs. For some reason, I thought that was bad, so I made a character that could do that. But of course, I was a Mary Sue, and like I can turn into any reptile I want. So yeah, they can still do that, but they're not a part of this, whatever the cartoon was. They're not a part of that anymore, and they're like in my own little superhero world. Then I keep on adding superheroes too, and then not touching it. But there's Iggy, and then there's like a Hat in Time stuff, and then a random girl and the Sally face, and then whatever that is. Easter candy. I got these. I remember why I got these, and I remember why I got them handed to me, or I assume that that's why I got them handed to me. Okay. We were at a festival, and like these dark styles again, cool in my opinion. But like, why are you giving a child this? I don't know. But I feel like I got them handed to me because I was like decked out pretty gaily. I had gay bracelets, pins, stuff like that. I was 2022, right? And I got these handed to me. I was like, yeah, put this in my sketchbook. And my friends looked at me like, dude, you know what? You think they handed to me because of this? And I was like, yeah, definitely. But they were holding signs up that was like, repent or you'll burn in hell. It's such a weird thing. I'll put them out. Anyways, look at this silly token. Oh, you're actually cute. I remember her. She's blue. And then a random bed. This, I miss it so much. They used to sell it at the store that me and my siblings used to go down to all the time, but they were so good. I don't know where to find them. I don't know if they're here. I don't even know if they make them anymore. But I'll have to look into it because this was art. They had this, and I think they had strawberry, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. But it was very good. See, there he is again. Look how bad. I don't draw like this anymore. I don't think I drew that. I think that my brother drew that. And then my brother drew that as well. But, wait, is that your name? Artem? Artena? Maybe I scribbled that out because it was a slur, but, like, who knows? They did! Look, it's right here, the strawberry ones. I'm getting so excited. I love this. I'm glad that I scrapbook/sketchbook. Otherwise, I would have never had that in there. I wouldn't have remembered that those things even existed. Random stuff, me getting mad. Because, like, I was trans from the very beginning, alright? Like, that isn't a feeling, it isn't a trend, like, for sake. And then people, even now, still dead name me and, like, use she, her pronouns. But I know that, like, once I get out and start taking testosterone and stuff, I know that my family will probably still, like, call me she and then call me even though I look like a grown man. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Holy crap, I just said my name. But, they'll still call me by my dead name. But you just gotta ignore the haters.
Easy blocking out the haters.
You know? And then there's Rex again, and then there's, what's your name? Cutie Pie? What was his name? Dr. Octopus. And then this, what is this, Pop Snappers? Oh yeah, fireworks. Oh my gosh, and cover that up. I was such a freaking weirdo. I mean, not really a weirdo, but I guess I really enjoyed gore. I've completely grown out of that. Because now I can't even stand to look at gore at all. I hate it. But cartoon gore is different from like actual gore, so like I can tolerate cartoon gore. It's just whenever it's like looks realistic, I can't do it. Some sillies, I need to redesign them because like I remember these were like object head creatures, weird core type stuff. I don't know. There's detail again, and then there's what's her name? Something else YT? I don't know. Forgive me. Wait, you want something else YT? Who? I'm having a stroke. Odd ones out? No. You are something else, YT. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Forgive me. God. There's Venom and Eddie again, but he has a black eye for some reason. There's Iggy. He was fat. Even like in 2022, he was fat. But I had absolutely no idea how to draw fat people. And then there's a cat that I was looking after, and she just did this weird little thing, and I doodled her, and I was like, she's so cute. This, I was pretty proud of it until I fucked up the hair. And then there's those characters again. There's that alien dude. I think his name is Ben. No, Mark. I'll pull it up. I'll find a picture of like them here recently and like that has their names and stuff. And then his name was Mikey. No, Matt. His name was Matt, but his like actual full long name was Michelangelo. And then there's 2D. And for some reason my dad drew that. That's the thing. Okay, something that kind of like used to make me mad when I was little is my dad would take my sketchbook and like draw in it whenever I would ask him not to. But it is what it is. I think he just, whenever he was younger, he used to draw a lot, and I think he just missed that. So I guess that's why. But oh well. And then you got, that's another thing about a lot of my drawings. For some reason, the mouths were so close to the eyes, and that used to piss me off, honestly. There's me. There's a character that I don't draw anymore. I guess I could bring him back. And then there's he looks fucking creepy in this, if I'm being honest. There's 2D. Some Yoomship art for my brother, but I'll probably cover that up because I don't know if he'll want that out there. Witty, Loki, Terezi. I haven't drawn Terezi in so long. I haven't drawn any of the home sub characters in so long. It's crazy. Same with gorillas, actually. Ooh, ICB stuff. I actually still really love this style to this day. I don't think I'd be able to replicate it, but I think it's badass. It's crazy that I was doing that whenever I was like, let's see, 2022. I'm 19 now. I'm not gonna do the math because we'll be sitting here for forever. And then there's a whole page for E, and like, I say that he was fat, but like honestly, he looks skinty. Yeah, he's skinty. I didn't know how to draw fat people. I know what this is supposed to be. These were like characters that were based off of like my imaginary friends, but then I made these guys to like be their parents. But they're still very cute. I like them. They look cool. And they had their own names. Zia and then Zeke. Zia and Zeke were my imaginary friends when I was little. And they were based off of like little monsters. Like, you know that one guy? That's what they were based off of. I remember that was Impreg, actually. But I cut off the bottom because I was embarrassed. Because like, that's their kids. That's their kids. I say imprint, but then I call them they. Like, I don't know. They didn't have a gender, but at the same time, they were more masks, so like, it doesn't matter. What was her name? Setherith? And then Osineth? I have no idea what that means, but okay. Oh, see? There's Rex. Trans, even though that's like, I said that this was like right after surgery, but I don't think that they bandage stuff up whenever it comes to top surgery like that. I had no idea whenever I was a youngin. What a voice crack. Whenever I was a youngin. But, okay. Then there's, like, me working my Sona. I don't know, for some reason, for a while, I wanted to draw myself looking like... I don't remember his name. You're gonna call me a faker, but, this guy from Marvel. I don't know why. And then, like, look at this corrosion from the soap that got on here. That's just... I don't know if I should be disgusted or if, like, there's no feel to it. It's dry. And I remember whenever I pulled my sketchbook out and seen that like the soap that I carried around to like wash my face, because I would like go from place to place and stuff and like hang out in a lot of different places. Like I seen that the top was open and like spilled onto my sketchbook. I was like, shit. So it is what it is. I couldn't fix it, but I don't know, I just kind of let it dry, I guess. Oh look, I'm a liar. I drew them a second time. I'm gonna have to cover that up. Yeah. Tiny door. I don't think we'll be able to see that because I covered up the other thing. Nothing really much going on here, I guess. There's another like Norris Loki thing, and then you got these little itsy bitsy toys that my dad used to collect because he really liked smalls. How do I close you back? Okay, close enough. I don't think I drew this. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but it could have been my homie, my brother, who knows. Characters that I'll never, that's weed. Okay. Characters that I'll probably never draw again. And then Loki. And that's it for this page. See, there he is. See, like, I thought I was this for some reason. Like, I saw him and I was like, man, he's so cunty. I want my Sona to look like that. But like, he's a piece of trash, honestly. It's still, in my opinion, it still looks cool, but I don't know. And then there's this, which I'm gonna have to cover up. Or maybe I'll just be like, if there's any blood on here, I might not cover it up, but I probably will. I think I just found this at a graveyard. It was like one of the fake flower things. I like this. This is pretty cool, but like, you know, the alt style, whatever. my brother and I had a pretty good cackle over this for some reason. I remember it. I don't know if they do, but here's me messing around with posing. I thought I was so cool for coming up with that pose on my own, but I couldn't do it again. And then here's Boxmaster before I redesigned him. This is a redesign, but I haven't really like made a final drawing for it. It's more like a sketch. He's green now. He isn't red and green because I thought that was like way too Has-Been Hotel. Anyways, oh, happy birthday. I need to start doing this thing again anytime. Like, I didn't do it. May 12th is Iggy's birthday, okay? And I used to draw him and his husband like getting high as hell. Like, it would always be like the kids would leave, like go spend time with their friends and stuff, and like it'd be the one day that they hang out and like get high. So I need to start doing that again because like it's fun. Okay, it's fun. Like I'll probably, that's a lie. And I probably shouldn't be talking about this on YouTube, so I might have to like bleep out a bunch of stuff, but don't do drugs. Let your characters do them instead. Let's see. These characters I will never draw again. They're pretty cool though. I might give them away as adopts, but I would have to like redesign them and stuff. Who knows? Same with this one. And who the fuck is that? What the? Who are you? That's so ugly. He's so ugly. Ew, I don't like that at all. This was Smokey. He was like a fire character. I don't know. He's pretty cool looking, but I don't think I'll ever draw him again. Oh, I'll have to cover that up. Let's see. This was for Murdoch's birthday, obviously. It just says, happy birthday, we love you. No, I don't think a lot of people actually like Murdoch. I mean, well, I'm a liar. I don't know. I love him. I think he's cool, even still. Like, whenever I was little, I used to relate to him a lot, because of certain things, but, oh well. And you got this. This is like the final part, so we're almost done. Yeah, we are almost done, bro. Sis, friends, whatever. Sorry, I'm getting too distracted. See, these spreads, okay, for the last couple of pages was just so, in my opinion, whenever I was a youngin', and even still now, I think they're bad. Like, I loved them. They were cool, and they like sparked a whole thing for the rest of my days and going on sketchbook stuff, except for the one that comes after this. I think I kind of put all of my energy and stuff into this, and like afterwards, like there's no way I'd be able to do that again. And then I just did whatever I wanted. I don't know, but I still really like this spread. I thought this was cool. I'm gonna cover that up because that, I don't think I can say that word. No, I won't cover it, but like I don't think I can say that word. But told me to name her that, but like I don't think I can say that word. So not her name. And then no, I've never drew her after this, so I don't know. And the random character, and then this. Is this whenever I like established that Iggy and Fucus were canon? Because I know that my brother was shipping them before, because Fucus isn't my character, and that's who that little blue one was. That's who that is. That's Fucus. He was shipping them way before I even knew that he was, and he told me. I was like, oh, they're so cute. Yeah, let's do that. So, hey, look, there's Oscar. No, this was whenever we started shipping Iggy and Fucus, because I did all of these little goofy odd doodles, and like they're so cute together. Okay, and then after this, I never drew them apart, except for like Iggy, because I draw Iggy by himself a lot. But I need to make a page, and I told my sibling about this before. Like, I need to make a page just for Fucus, because couples do not always have to be together. But there's Oscar. I don't have to put up a thing anymore, but I mean I might, but I don't know. Oscar isn't my character, by the way. That was like a common theme whenever it comes to like me and my brother. Me and my sibling, we were like, out of all of my siblings, we were the ones that were most similar. Okay, we were like we're close in age, and like he did art, I did art, and we were just inseparable. So any characters that we would make, we would end up shipping together, or like I would ship them, because like I'm a sucker for ships. I've said this before, but yeah. Ooh, I love this. I still do. The dog is still barking downstairs. You probably heard it this whole time. I think they're in the kennel, because she likes to get into the trash whenever nobody watches her, and that's a no-no. So this I did around Pride Month. So like, 6/2. Was this the second day? 6/2/2. Kill off. But trans Murdoch, trans and bi Murdoch. Because I was trans. I wasn't bi, but like, I thought he was. excuse me, voice crack. There's so many voice cracks in this video, bro. I thought that he was, I headcanoned him to be bi, and I headcanoned him to be trans, but we all know that Murdoch is a little bit fruity, so it's plausible that it's not even the right word. It's plausible that he is, I don't know. And then, some clown characters, and then Mr. Smalls from the Adventure Royal Gumball, because, like, I thought he was such a cutie whenever I was a kid. Let's see, this is Gimbo and Gus. I actually, for my 300 subscribers special, I revamped, like, it didn't really revamp, like, the dolls that these were based off of, he broke. Okay, I'll go get them, actually. Y'all hold on. To the OGs, for the 300 subscribers special, there's something about this paint, I guess the paint, or, like, maybe just the clay in general, like, it bubbles up for some reason, like, if it's not in a very good environment. Maybe it might have been the Mod Podge, I had absolutely no idea, but he's bubbling up for some reason, and it's kind of nasty looking, but, like, I'm not about to throw him away. I worked my ass off on him, and you can call me a hoarder, but, this is this guy, and he's also on my wall. I remember I redrew him, but look how cute, he's cute. So, like, to the OGs, if you know who this is, then, like, hi. But I had him, Gimbo, and then Gus was another, like, I collected clown dolls when I was little, but after I moved, I lost them all. So, he was, like, an American flag, like, very patriotic looking clown, and, like, he was such a cutie. I'll try and see if I can find an image that, like, looks similar to him, but I don't think I'll find the exact doll, because he looked handmade, in my opinion. So, he had, like, this wooden body, which was literally like a wooden block that you would balance on, and, like, he had these very dangly feet and, like, a plushy head, and, like, he was cute, okay? And I made them brothers, and, like, I haven't drawn them in a hot minute, either of them, but they're still very cute. Some stuff I'll have to cover up on here, but that's okay. Let's see. I did not draw these, other than my brother did. That's Cucumber. She's an offer. She's in, like, the 4th chapter. I don't know. Who knows? But she's a clown. Cucumber the clown. She's a really old character, alright? Like, I remember she was in a comic with this one friend. I say ex-friend because, like, really it was my fault that we're not friends anymore. But she was in a comic that me and him were working on. And she's still pretty cool, so I'm putting her in offer. Because, like, I'm the one that made up the design. So I feel like I can keep her, you know? And then I think this is the last page. No. It isn't. Gansey 2D. I think this is whenever that one song came out, or the ones. Yeah, it was like right as it came out. I don't remember. And then there's Iggy again, and then there's a pony, and then this character, I can't remember what their name was. It wasn't. Yeah, I don't remember. But I do know that my brother really liked them. Like, they thought that they were cool, and I have not drawn him in forever, but I might one day. I might, like, make a video. No promises. I might make a video that's, like, going through and, like, redesign a lot, like, all of my old characters, because that would be pretty cool. And then I'm out. I'm done. And I guess I just ripped out all of these pages. But holy crap! I think I low-key went into autopilot whenever I was going through all of this. So, as I'm editing, I'm probably going to be like, oh, this is absolute garbage, and just redo it. But if you see this version, then I didn't think it was garbage, and maybe I just threw a lot of memes in there to try and make it funny. But with all of that, please like, subscribe, hit that bell. Let me tell you about subscribers, by the way. A lot of y'all sillies are not subscribed to my channel. I've seen the percentages, alright? I'll put it up. So if you're watching my content and you're not hitting that bell, come here. It would be a great help for me, because I've been trying to grow a lot as a channel. So, like, subscribe, all of that other YouTube jazz. Hope you're having a lovely rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye!